Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to a monthly challenge called Are You Hardcore? Created by the Mobcave family. Yes, here we are. If you're not familiar with Are You Hardcore, this is the second month. And yes, it is a monthly hardcore challenge, which means you only have one life. Of course, if you do die, if you succumb to something during the month, that's all right. You can always give it another go. But each run, you only have one life. Also, each month we have a different theme, a different set of things to accomplish and do and have fun with. So yes, it provides you with entertainment, different kind of things to do each month in Minecraft, and you have to survive with your just one life. Yes, okay, so we're going to be diving in and finding out what we have in store this month. You may have already noticed that we have a couple of interesting things on screen, like that thing up there. You see that? That's a wizard health bar. So what do a wizard health bar, a beacon, and a woodland mansion all have to do with this month? Well, we'll find out in a minute. Okay, so read the book for full details on the rules for this month, and to unlock other hardcore hats if you are a Mobcave patron. Right, yes, the hardcore hats. Very cool for patrons. This month might be an even nicer month than usual to have a really cool hat on, but we'll get to that in a bit. Also, Are You Hardcore is a monthly challenge, and you can stay up to date by following the Mobcave on YouTube. Link in the book. Yes, indeed. Because we have many, many ideas, and we're going to be running this indefinitely into the future. So yes, keep up to date following us on the YouTubes, and find out each month in this announcement video what new things are going to be happening each month. So yes, make sure you do that. And over here, once everyone has clicked ready in the book, the challenge begins. Well, let's find out what is in the book and what we're going to be doing this month. Bam! Are You Hardcore? July 2019. Selfies. Yes, indeed. We're going to be taking some interesting screenshots this month, which is why it might be quite nice to have a cool hat. But we'll get into that in a minute. First off, click here to join the Discord if you haven't already, so you can post your videos and talk to other people. It's a nice place to be, a good community. Click here to turn on recording reminders. Yes, if you're one of those YouTubers, let's face it, every YouTuber has done this at some point, who forgets to hit the record button at the very beginning and then it gets to the end of the recording and you realize you haven't recorded at all. This is the thing for you, because if you click here, then every time you log in to this world, you'll get a big reminder in front of you to start recording. Click here to turn on Batty's Rewards Pack. Well, that is also a very useful thing, and it's been updated to the latest version for this one, so it now includes the day number. I know a couple of people were asking for that last month. But yes, that's been updated. So yes, click there, and click here to support the Mobcave on Patreon. Click here to unlock your Patreon reward. Okay, so just as before, if you click here, you get another book. When you open the book, there's nothing in it. You type in, well, you don't type in, you paste in the password. The password is on the Patreon posts page. It gives you a link right here, so you just copy your Patreon password from the Patreon posts page into the book and click done, not sign, and you will get another book from which you can select whichever hardcore hat you want. If you select one and it doesn't appear to begin with, it's just Minecraft. There's nothing I can do about it. It is just Minecraft doing Minecrafty things. It has actually changed your hat, even though it doesn't look like it, but it has actually changed it. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing I can do about it. It will appear. I imagine if you relogged, it would appear. You can also just flick between a different hat and then back to the hat that you want, and often that will refresh it and show you the actual hat that you're wearing. Anyway, silly Minecraft. Subscribe to the Mobcave to stay up to date. Yes, as I was just saying before, that's how you stay up to date with our videos, and you can find out in each of our announcement videos what we're doing. Right, the ready button is after this month's rules. Let's find out the rules for this month. Okay, here we go. This month's rules. The Mischievous Wizard. The Mischievous Wizard, he says, rubbing his very wizardy beard, has stolen your camera phone and imbued it with magical properties. Of course he has. Defeat the wizard to retrieve your phone and then take magical selfies. All right, so the wizard is over there by this this beacon. So that's how you find him. You know he is over there. That cow, that's the wizard right there. That's him. That's where he is spawned, but even now he is probably wandering around a little bit because he is in rendered chunks. So he's just going to be, he will be around that area. If you leave it a while before you go and take him on, then he might have wandered off a bit further, but that is his spawn point. You're going to have to just look around the area to find him. He probably won't have wandered too far, but yes. Anyway. The whole idea of this fight is it's meant to be a fun experience, okay? You're meant to, you know, have a good time fighting this guy. He's a mischievous wizard. He isn't an evil wizard. He likes to have fun. But yes, I still suggest that you gear up to fight him. You know, get yourself armored up and whatnot, ready to fight this guy. Because obviously he has a whole health bar that you've got to take out. So you know. But it is meant to be a fun and an exciting thing to do. Not something to worry about too much, all right? Oh yeah, the beacon. Don't go raiding the beacon, taking all the iron blocks and stuff in there, because that's not... Just don't do that. That is not playing in the spirit of the challenge. Okay, is that everything to do with that? Probably. Probably. It's fun, though. I hope you enjoy that bit. Right. The longer you stand still, the more magical your picture will be. All right, I'm going to show you how this works. I've got the magic camera phone right here. So, if you've got the camera phone in your hand and you stand still, then after a while you start getting some magical particle effects floating around your body. And if you move again, then all those particle effects stop. So if I go to the outside view and I just stop and look at myself, you will notice all the particle effects gradually appearing around me. You can notice at the top, next to my hat, I've got these particles that come up here, 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 and here. And those, they're just telling you how far along you've come with all these different effects. It takes 8 seconds to fully charge up the magical selfie, and if you move, then it all stops, and you have to wait another 8 seconds before it charges again. So yeah, the idea is that you're going to stop in some place, you're going to take a magical selfie, but the longer you stay still, the more magical it will be. You can take a picture a little bit earlier, but it won't be as magical, you know? So yes, you really want to stay still for 8 seconds and then take your picture. Also, to take a nice picture, make sure you've not only gone into F5 to go into here, but also hit F1 to take away your UI, and then it's F2 to take a screenshot. So once again, that is F5, F1, and F2 to take the screenshot. I might as well take a screenshot with the Mobcave family right here. Let's do that. Boop. There you go. I did. It happened. Right. Yes, so once you've started the actual game, once you've hit ready, then you will be given a book called Suggested Selfies. And in there, we've got a whole heap, a whole list of different selfies that you might want to take during the month. There's no score or anything. It's literally just how many, take as many selfies as you can, take some really nice selfies and share them with the group. Okay, it's more about that, sharing with the community, than it is about taking the most pictures or anything like that. All right. But yeah, try and take some impressive selfies to share with the community. Anyway, in this book of suggested selfies, it's going to be, they're not very specific. They're actually, they're open to interpretation, the things that we've said in there. So what we might say, what we could say, you might interpret it one way and you can take a picture of something, but another player might interpret it a different way and take a picture of something else, so we'll get lots of variation, hopefully. And then what you do is you post it in the Discord, there's a screenshot section in the Discord, so that'll be a really nice place to just paste some of your screenshots from this month, and then you can put in the caption of whatever you like, and also possibly you might want to include what suggested selfie this actually comes under, For example, one of the suggested selfies is called Falling with Style. And this is harking back to the first official base race, which had an extra challenge of take a floating selfie. And the idea was that you had to take a picture whilst you were in midair somehow. So you were falling off a great height or something, and you take a picture whilst you're actually floating in midair. So yeah, that was very cool. But that's basically harking back to that one. So if you see, falling with style, you might want to find some way of taking a floating selfie in some way. But they're, as I said, they're all open to interpretation. So you can take whatever it makes you think of, then that's the kind of selfie that you should take for that caption. Anyway, there are tons and tons in there, and I'm sure, you'll have plenty of things that you can take pictures of. That's another thing, is that we've specifically chosen this map because there are lots of interesting things around. Not just in the immediate area. There are a bunch of things in the immediate area that you might want to discover and take a picture of. But also, if you go out 1,000, 2,000 blocks out from this area, there are a lot of different biomes and just interesting things that you might want to go for. So, yeah, it would be very, very difficult to go out and discover all the things that we've put in this map. Well, not put in this map, but we know are around in this map. But that's going to be the really cool thing, because each player who plays this will probably go off in a different direction and discover different things and take different selfies. So I think that's going to be a really cool element to this challenge. So yeah, you're going to have to pick a direction and go off and see what happens. Yes, is that all? Oh yeah, if you lose your camera phone, this is unlikely. We've taken steps to kind of avoid you losing your camera phone, but if you accidentally chuck it into lava or something silly like that, then just get in contact with one of us on the Discord. We know what to do. We'll give you a little piece of code to sort it out and retrieve your camera phone, okay? So don't worry about that. Just make sure, if it happens, and it's unlikely to happen, then yeah, that's what to do. Right, back into the book. You are allowed to sleep. That's different from last month, but phantoms are on. Yes, so probably sleeping at some point during the month would be a good idea. Unless, of course, you want to take a screenshot with phantoms, which would be very daring and exciting, but also might get you killed. Share your selfies in the Discord. As I was saying, please post them after your appropriate video has gone out. So say you've taken a really cool selfie, but right at the very end of the challenge, in your last episode, then wait until that episode has gone out at the end of the month before you share that screenshot in the screenshots section on the Discord. If you are not recording, but you've played through it and you've taken all these screenshots and everything, then please kind of assess whereabouts you took, whenabouts you took that screenshot during your playthrough, and release it in the appropriate time in the month. I don't want to see people taking all these screenshots and then posting all of them at the beginning of the month. Just don't do that. That's not playing in the spirit, and that's possibly spoiling things for other players. So don't. Just don't. Right. Okay, general rules. Yep, these are the same as last month and every month. No cheating, mods, previewing the world, high gamma, etc. All we consider cheating, don't do it. Eat what you like, no restrictions. So yeah, nice and open, eat what you like. If recording, post your first run. Feel free to play it again, but declare it is your X number playthrough. So yeah, full disclosure, don't try and trick people into thinking that this is your first run when it isn't. That's just dumb. Just, Chew and Door Gaming. I don't know if I said that exactly right. I think I said that right. Started playing last month, and it was really good to watch his videos. And he declared right at the beginning that it was not his, I think it was his fourth playthrough. And what he did was he did a little montage at the beginning of his different deaths, his 1, 2, 3 deaths, the first playthroughs, and then continued on with his game. And it was really, really nice to watch. Okay, you don't have to try and trick people into thinking, oh yes, this is my first playthrough, when it isn't, because you can do something like that, and it's really nice to see. So yeah, if you do die and you wanted to do something like that, then go ahead. And the other thing is that he was constantly saying, oh, I actually know what happens next. I'm going to wait a little while to tell you what happens, kind of thing. And then when it happened, he said, oh yeah, and this is what happened first time, kind of thing. And it was really nice to hear. So yes, do it like that if it is not your first playthrough, is my recommendation. Right. The challenge lasts 2 hours and 40 minutes. There is a fanfare to let you know when you've finished. Good luck and have fun. Okay, we're actually using, thanks to Xhawk, we have a very accurate timer this month, and there are going to be 20-minute timers. So if you want to, the thing is, you are allowed to sleep this month, so it's not like you can end an episode at the end of the day because you might be sleeping through, you know? So we have actually 20-minute timers which pop up in chat to let you know that your 20 minutes have passed. So if you want to time your episode to that, then you can do, and you know when 20 minutes has passed. Even if you pause the game, you know, you hit that, the timer will stop when you do that, which is an improvement from our one in Mage Rage. So I'm sure Mage Rage will update at some point as well when I've got time. That's the thing. I'm actually going to be going away tomorrow from when I'm recording this. I'm going away, and I'm going to be away for maybe like a couple of weeks. I'll hopefully still be around on the Discord and stuff, so I will be able to talk to anyone who has any questions or anything like that and see how things are going. But I'm actually not going to be at home. And I should probably be able to watch videos and stuff. Yeah, I'm sure I will be able to, but I don't know how busy I'm going to be whilst I'm away as well. So yes, that's a thing. I will be back a couple of weeks later, though. I can't remember what I was just saying. I'm sure it was important. It's gone now. Why did I distract myself? What was I talking about? There's a timer. Yes, timer. Always cool. 20-minute timer, which is great. It's all good. Anyway, the whole idea of this month, as I did say on the Discord as a little teaser, is that it's going to be a kind of a create your own difficulty, this one. Because it's not like last month where the baby was issuing out all these demands and then giving you penalties and stuff, which stacked up if you didn't do them. So things would get harder and harder through the month. This one is much more, you can play it your own way. After you've got your camera phone, you can take, you might want to stay around here. You might want to build a house and then take a screenshot with the house, you know, show people what you've built with a magical selfie. Or, you know, if you want to, you can like go way off into the distance and see how many different types of biomes you can find and things like that. And maybe take really dangerous selfies where you go up into mansions and stuff and see if you can take a screenshot around there, or at underwater temples and other things like that, you know, taking really dangerous selfies. But of course, you have to stand still for 8 seconds before you can take a fully magical selfie. So that gets really quite dangerous if you do it that way, but you get some really impressive screenshots that way. But then, hey, you can get some really impressive screenshots by building something impressive, or you know, just doing something unusual and taking a screenshot. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely a create your own difficulty kind of month, which I think is going to be really cool and interesting to see. And you can post up your screenshots with the community on the Discord. So I think it's going to be a really nice feeling month, this one. I'm really excited to see what happens. It is fully multiplayerable. So yes, if you want to play in multiplayer, do. It is good fun. And there is only one camera phone, so you'll have to go around together, decide who's going to be holding the camera to get the sparklies. You can swap the camera for different screenshots, or maybe you'll have to take a screenshot of something, and then you want to take the same screenshot again, but with the other person holding the camera. So, you know, I decided that it was probably a nicer thing to actually just have one camera between you this time, rather than having two, you know, however many people there are playing, you have that many cameras, and you can all have the effects and stuff. I just think this adds a little extra layer of interest and potential difficulty, depending on how you play. So yeah, that is it. That is everything. I really hope you enjoy this month. Thanks so much for watching, and are you hardcore? If you're taking part, why not join the Are You Hardcore Discord to chat with other players and post your videos. Remember that you can support the Mob Cave on Patreon to receive even cooler hardcore hats. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.